Okay, good afternoon. I'm Madeline. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're going to spend some time talking about host coaching and why we host coach and some of the hows. Host coaching is extremely important. I want you to consider yourself as the consultant to be the expert, and we are coaching and teaching our hosts and leading them to a successful party. And ultimately, that's what we want, right? We want to help our hosts score some sweet kitchen swag and just have a good time. So, host coaching. Um, when we think about Pampered Chef and we think about being the people to offer solutions for our kitchen needs, I also want you to think about being the person who forges relationships. And I personally feel like with Pampered Chef, that's one of the backbones to this company, and to make sure that we are there for our hosts. Um, I have personally, I think host coaching is about making sure that we get to know our hosts um, on a personal level. So a lot of times those hosts become my friends, and chances are pretty high that you started as a guest in a party and then you became a host yourself. And my hope is that as a host of a party, that your consultant took the time to get to know you and helped you solve some of your kitchen needs and your kitchen quandaries. Um, I want your hosts to be active in parties. Ultimately, it's their party, right? So these are their friends, and ultimately, I think that the friends of the host, they want to hear from the host, they want to interact with the host, and we're there to guide and provide product knowledge and recipes and fun games, and to banter with our guests and the hosts in a party. Ultimately, though, I think friends really want to hear from their hosts. Host coaching is non-negotiable. It is vital to a party. And if you think about being the expert of your party, we have to teach our hosts. They aren't really going to know what they want to post about, what they should be doing. So we're the ones to help guide them. Host coaching must happen. And it really doesn't take a lot of time. We have a document that your consultant or your director can share with you. And I'm going to show you what it looks like, and I'll walk you through day by day what your host coaching should look like. I want you to be your host cheerleader. And it's important to celebrate their successes when they get their first order or they get their fourth order, when somebody books a party, and we're there to cheer them on. We'll talk a little bit about the how. So I am a firm believer that your host coaching starts from the moment that the party is booked. So when that guest or somebody says, yes, I want to have a party with you, this is going to be so much fun. I make a point to ask the host for a few things right off the bat. So I ask for their email address, I ask for their phone number, and I ask for their shipping address. And I let them know that I will use this information to set up their party, and then to pop a host packet into snail mail to them. And so I really believe that it starts from the moment that the party is booked. And once you have that information, it helps to, I don't know, kind of lock in that, yeah, I've got your information now, so we're going to move forward with this. I send out my host packets. I try to be diligent about having host packets sent out by within the first week of the month. I just get them all done at once, and that way they are done. So even if I don't have a party till the end of a particular month, the host packet is in the mail and it's done. It doesn't always happen because sometimes life gets away from me, but in my host packets, I include a catalog. I include flyers for the guest and host special. And I include a flyer for the business opportunity as well. So I usually will print that from marketing imagery, and then the actual nicer pamphlet flyer that you can order from your business for business supplies. I'll include that in there. I do a fun host bingo that I've created in Canva, and it just gives our hosts ideas for things that they can do throughout the week. And if they complete a bingo, then I usually, a certain amount of bingos, then I have little prizes available for them that they can take advantage of. So it's little things like, you know what, go live in your party and share your favorite recipe, or showcase a product that you own and that you love. Post up a picture of your dinner that you're creating that evening during the week of your party. So it's little things that just give the host ideas for interaction and how to interact with their guests during a party. I am gonna share my screen with you, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the host coaching document. So what you see is I run my parties from Sundays to Saturday. So Sunday is really about pre-funk, pre-party posts, FAQs, a couple of fun games. I do a Sunday Fun Day challenge, or if some other consultants will do an early bird ordering. And then by Monday, I dive into products and games throughout the rest of the week. So easily 5 days out from the start of party, from day one of the party, I have created their party in Consultants Corner. I have set up their party in their group in Facebook, and then I start my host coaching. So if I have multiple parties during the week, I will personally and privately message each of these things to each of my hosts. So it's going to say something like, hey, I am super excited for your party coming up the week of, and our goal for your party is to reach $1,000 in sales. And if this happens, I get to spoil you with $215 in free product, 50% off items, plus the host special. How awesome is that? I have 2 quick things for you. Watch this super quick video that covers all the details that you need to know. So this is a link to a video that I have recorded, and it's a welcoming video, just how the flow of the week is going to go and what to expect from me, and also how I will need some of their help as well. And then step 2 is what is this? Sorry. A Google form video. It's a Google form survey, excuse me. And it just allows me to get to know a little bit more about the hosts, what their biggest needs are in the kitchen or frustrations in the kitchen, what they are looking for to items that are on their wish list. And then I also plant the seed. It's the first time that I really plant the seed about the business opportunity. And it's a simple, hey, did you know that you can earn a host kit credit with your party if it reaches $300 or $400? And that's, it's very casual. It's, hey, have you ever considered this as an opportunity? More of a did you know scenario. So Wednesday before the party rolls around, I have, once they've done this, and they're going to message me that they're done with this and they're ready for their next to do. So then it's time for them to join the group that you've already created, and they are ready to start adding their friends and inviting all the people. And it's going to walk them through step by step on what to do with this. So this document is very much it's duplicated and ready to go for you. So you can tweak this to your heart's content and make it your own. You can copy and paste. And then your hosts are going to start inviting their friends. And as a consultant, your task during this time is to keep an eye on how many people have joined the party and that your host is moving forward into the next steps. By Thursday or Friday, I'm still messaging these people individually, and I am gonna, their next homework assignment is to create an external post that's going to go on their personal Facebook page, so not there in the group. So it's going to help capture some people that they might have missed the notification or the invitation, and then they can include the Facebook group, and it's going to go out to on their personal Facebook page. Sunday, this is day one of the party. So what I like to do here is I create one group message for all of my hosts. So I will just add each of my hosts for that week into one group message. So this is going to save some time on our part as consultants, so you're not having to individually message the host coaching tips of the day every single time. So you can just do it all in once. And I moved to this quite some time ago, and I'm really liking it because I'm starting to find that even within the groups, the hosts are starting to interact with each other, which is kind of cool. There have been times when somebody will ask a question in the group message and somebody else will jump in and answer it. So it's been kind of fun to see those relationships just develop right there within your hosts. You're going to, you can copy and paste this. There's going to be 2 tips for them to do on, this is Sunday or day one of your party. And there's graphics that you can include that you can send to them as well. My second tip is just a, hey guys, these are just some general tips that you can keep in mind throughout the party. And you're going to continue to keep going. By day 2, I usually introduce the booking challenge. So one of your key things as a consultant is to get, is how to get bookings from your parties. And one way that I do this is through a booking challenge. So I use the spoon challenge, and it's the first graphic. It looks like this. So ultimately the goal is that, and I offer a $25 item for free from me personally if we get 3 bookings off of their party before the party ends. I'll be honest, sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. And the point is that the host knows her guests the most. So she is going to be a great resource for you to use on, hey, Sweet Susie is going to be an awesome host, and let's reach out. I'll reach out to her. So use your host as a person to help guide you with some people who would be willing and fabulous hosts. So I put that out to them. This is a personal message to each of my hosts. Hey, I have a fun challenge for you. I'm going to give you a $25 item for free when you get 3 bookings off your party. And then when nobody really says no. When they say yes, I send them a second post with words that they can use to post in the group, or send personal messages to specific people that they think would make great hosts. Monday, we are cruising through. You're still host coaching. There are a couple of messages that you'll continue to send. I have started sending private message each host early in the party, the specific link to their dashboard. So in Consultants Corner, we are able to, I go into a party, we are able to send specific links to our hosts. So I can copy the party page link, or I can copy this dashboard, which the dashboard is going to allow hosts to look at orders, they can track party sales, and then they would also be able to place their You can hear they're doing dishes in the background. They're able to place their host order as well. This is a pretty cool addition that has been added this year, dashboard training video for the hosts. So sometimes you might have hosts who need a little bit of technology training. And so this video is great to share with your hosts who might need a little bit of help and they're not really sure what to do on how to build their host card. During this time, you are building relationships during the party. So one of your big jobs during the party is to reach out and start making friends. And you can send friend requests to people who are active in the party. I personally don't send friend requests to every single person who joins the party. Sometimes that's, 50, 60 people. So I reach out to those people who are what we like to call party rock stars. And the people who are really active, they're commenting, they're asking questions, they're playing the games. And as soon as they accept that friend request, then I will connect with them via Messenger. And I just say, hey, it's as simple as, hey, Susie, thanks for joining Sally's Pampered Chef party. How's the party going for you? How are you liking things? And I just open the door to conversation. Okay. You're going to get a notification on Facebook saying that so-and-so has accepted your friend request. And then you can reach out. You're going to continue host coaching, more daily tips. Periodically, depending on how the party goes, I will offer a happy hour, okay, usually in the middle of the week. And you can do this any day, honestly. You can, depending on how sales are going. So I will offer a happy hour because, you know what? I can. I'm the office manager. So if I want to give away a little freebie for people who have ordered on happy hour, I can. So that's the fun part, is that we have the autonomy and the ability to make this business what we want. Thursday, you're going to continue host coaching. This is one that I have changed and I have started adding into my parties in the last, I would say, a couple of months. So I have my hosts post this. If you could have any one or two products from the catalog, what would they be? And people start rattling off their wish list items. So the day before, they share out, I have the hosts share out what are some of their favorites, because as a host, I'm building my wish list. What are some of your must-haves that I really should add to my kitchen? And then the next day is, okay, what's on everybody's wish list? And so people will start sharing out, oh my gosh, I want the air fryer, or I want that blender, I need new knives, I need new pots and pans. And then I can use that as a tool to, oh, okay, this person would really love some new cookware. So I can comment below theirs and say, oh my gosh, the knives are pretty fantastic. They're the bee's knees. And then I'm going to message them. And I'm going to say something like, hey, Susie, I'd love to help you get those knives that you want for free. What do you think about hosting your own easy online virtual party like Sally? I'd love to help you I would love to share all the fun tips and tricks and recipes with your friends too. By Friday, I am going to post in the party and I'm going to say something like, hello, I want to thank you for being a part of Sally's Pampered Chef party. Friendly reminder that the last day to order from her party is tomorrow. Her ordering link is in the pinned announcement if you're interested in ordering. And then I'll also include some specific dates that I have available for future parties if somebody is interested in booking. I also ask for Friday's host coaching, which is going to be the day before the party ends, that all of my hosts personally message people that have been active and people who have joined their group with a simple message of, hey, thanks for checking out my Pampered Chef party this week. Ordering ends tomorrow and I'm super close to my goal. If you'd like to browse and shop, here's the link to check things out. We're finding that if that personal messages or text messages, if the hosts can take some time to do that, and there's good feedback and outcome from that. People forget, you know, we get busy during the week, and that's normal, and people just need reminders. Okay. Saturday, so this is the last day of my parties because I run parties Sunday to Saturday. And the last post for my hosts, thank you for joining us this past week. Today's the last day of the party. I get party credit when you order or host your own Pampered Chef party. Tons of our products are $30 or less. You can, it's just like a final reminder. And then I will, as a consultant, I go in and I announce my raffle winners, and I will personally reach out to my raffle winners to announce them. So I thank them for joining the party and make sure they had fun. They've learned some new tips and tricks and picked up some awesome recipes. And I also usually like to throw in a little, man, I can't believe I get to do this amazing side gig without, you know, on my own time and on my own terms. But I also make sure to give a big thank you when I announce my raffle winners, that I can't do this side gig without my amazing hosts and just generous, fabulous customers. So I make sure that I do a big shout out to my hosts and my customers. I will, when I reach out individually, I will private message people who won raffle prizes. I'll usually friend request them if I hadn't already. And I'll just say something like, hey, I can pop your prize in the mail, or I can add it to your cart if you plan to order. I also have an offer for you. I'd love to give you an even better prize. If you book a future party with me, I will upgrade your prize. And that way, Sally would get to pick something half off at your party too. What do you think about this? If they, when they agree to the party, I get the date, I mark it in my calendar with a note next to their name that it's just, hey, they get a booking prize or an upgraded prize. Then I'm going to segue into letting them know that they're going to get their prize when they host their party. And then I can just add it to their host cart. I like to look at the host wish list, and depending on the sales of the party, I can choose the upgraded price based on that. And if they don't wish to host a party, that's okay. I will, and they've ordered, I will still send pictures of their price choices, and then I can pop that into their cart. If they did not order and they don't plan to order, I usually will just send a season's best in the mail for their raffle prize. Sunday rolls around, it's time for the host to start building their host cart and go shopping. That's the fun time. In the host coaching document, there's some different options based on sales. So, good morning, your party turned out awesome. We ended up with $5,000 in orders. Don't we wish? Wouldn't that be amazing? You're literally only X amount of dollars away from the next host level. So if they're pretty close, I'll send that as a message, and I think we can totally hit that. And I'll list out people who have ordered so far. If there's anyone else that we should follow up with today, and maybe share that with them and see if they wanted to place an order and maybe thought that they ran out of time. There's a couple of different options here based on sales. Okay, so that's the host coaching document. Okay, so I want to challenge you with a little bit of homework, and when you're comfortable, I encourage you to make a welcome video. And in that video, as you can see, I'm totally, awkward and ridiculous in my own videos. So have fun with it. But think about, as you're filming yourself, lay out just kind of how the flow of the party is going to go, what to expect in their host packet, the host coaching tips that you're going to send to them each day, share out, just what you need help from the host, inviting people, how many people to invite, talk about the business, plant that seed, and then you'll have that to share for your pre-host coaching. Okay? That's your homework. All right. I think that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys have a good time. Take care.